The man stranded on Mars, to avoid starving to death, had to use his own feces as fertilizer. He collected his colleagues' feces in a bucket, added water and stirred it. Then he scooped out a large amount of black organic matter and placed it on the prepared soil trenches. The purpose of this was simply to grow potatoes. He had repeated this process for hundreds of years. With the man's careful cultivation, half a month later, he actually grew potatoes on Mars. These potatoes would be his only food source from now on. 2 months earlier, Mark was still with his team carrying out a mission to survey the Martian soil. But just as everything was proceeding smoothly, a sandstorm suddenly struck without warning at a speed of 20 kilometers per minute, and the wind force reached 8,600 newtons. Their spaceship could only withstand a maximum of 7,000 newtons. Therefore, they couldn't survive this storm. Being on an alien planet, they had to take seriously any accident that could threaten their lives. Captain Ellie immediately ordered them to prepare to evacuate Mars. But just as the ground crew was preparing to leave the base and return to the spaceship, the terrifying sandstorm had already engulfed them. Time was running out. They had to hurry back to the spaceship. Soon, an accident followed. The raging storm swept the signal tower towards the group. Mark, unable to dodge in time, was struck and thrown away. The spaceship quickly sounded an alarm indicating damage to Mark's spacesuit. In this environment, a human exposed to the air cannot survive for more than 1 minute, and they had already lost contact with Mark. The spaceship was severely tilted. At this point, they had to return to the spaceship and leave Mars. Ellie also understood that she couldn't jeopardize the entire team because of Mark. Perhaps Mark had already perished. Everyone returned to the spaceship with sadness. Soon the spaceship launched, taking the rest of the crew away from Mars and ending the mission. Just when everyone thought Mark had truly perished, Mark, buried on Mars, suddenly moved.